live on 97.3 City FM and on TV on Channel 1 TV. Welcome to one of the greatest moments to experience shocks, happiness, and maybe what you don't expect. Yesterday I saw a video on X. The Black Stars of Ghana will be playing against England. England's striker kicked the ball. The bend of that ball redefined the moment in physics. It's important to know football gives you all you want when it comes to applying everything that there is, to life. You are welcome to the Republic of Football. This is your greatest experience on a Sunday afternoon, and I am Bernard, a Baker. And to the guys out there, we say a big thank you. You know why? The support is super crazy, and we love it. When we're in town, the kind of responses that we get is super special. So we say thank you. Always making time on the weekends to join us on the Republic of Football. Running you through games which are currently happening. I'll be running you through, and somebody just sent me, we are in tune live. That's what's up. It's payday. My guy Payday says is in tune. That's no on YouTube. Yeah, guys, Charlie, you guys are super. I'm just in love with you guys. And all of you, those who do the listening on radio and phone in and all of that as well. We're going to have a jam today. I promise you that. We'll talk about the North London derby. Arsenal Spurs. Liverpool is currently in action. We'll talk about them as well against Nottingham Forest. Barcelona in action. We'll talk about them as well. Spain. We just oppose that with Real Madrid and what's happening. They say the referee don't give them a penalty. They can't win. What are you doing? We get to talk about all of that. Break down all the games live on your radio. 97.3 City FM. Of course, I won't be doing this alone. I'll be doing this with former Bolton Wanderers player Michael Potter. Football analyst Kobna Marfo and Sednam Edmond, you can also call him. Fine gentleman here. And Numo coach Christopher Nimley. You'll be hearing from him as well. It's a packed show. I have a few shout-outs with me, but to start the show with. I have that feel. I want to do that on YouTube. First off, I want to shout out Chelsea. Oh, Charlie. The guys are looking at my face as if I have an agenda. There's no agenda. Sweet Karma is on YouTube. It says, Heat, where are my City fans? Big ups to everyone in the studio. Hey, Kwame, big ups to you as well. You're a great guy together with all the other guys. Thank you for the great shows as always. Today is just going to be exactly as you assume. Dima Salam says, watching you guys from Williamsburg in Virginia. Kwame says, guys, smack the like button. Shining Brother 3 was here yesterday. Shining Brother 3. That's Brother 3 already. I don't know it's Brother 1 or 2. What is it?
Yao.
No, Yao is 2.
Yao is 2.
Yeah. So that 3 is... Tell you to come, you have to come and explain.
And with Yao is seasonal Shining Brother.
Okay.
Yeah, seasonal Shining
Brother. Making me sweat in the AC. They have to increase that. the temperature.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe you are shining brother.
I beg you, have not gotten.
Oh, you are first brother one.
That's setting up Edmond. Come now. How are you? Welcome.
I'm fine.
Great to see you. You know.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
You'll be good.
You'll be good. Eh? We'll get it.
Oh, you'll be good.
We'll
Since last week.
We'll get it.
You will be good.
We'll get there. Michael Potter. Michael, how are you doing?
Good afternoon.
It's great to see you. You know.
Yeah, great to be back.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather here in Ghana.
Yeah.
Cold and damp and frozen weather in the UK. So it's always a delight to be here. I've been here for 4 or 5 days already.
Okay. How's Ghana treating you?
So far? Very well as always. Always get a warm welcome and always looked after. So and always have the beautiful weather.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with some sun on my back.
You've gotten a Ghanaian name already?
Yeah, my Kofi.
Kofi Potter. That sounds nice.
Yeah, so I'm. It's probably become my second home now, Ghana.
Yeah.
Because I've been coming to Ghana since 2004.
Oh, okay.
How many years is that? 22.
22.
Yeah, 22.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm what they call a veteran. A veteran now, yeah. So
great to see you. Thanks to the guys who are live on YouTube even before they started the show and paying attention as well. Now, by way of starting it in an awesome fashion, let's run through what happened yesterday. Then we do that for today, and we'll be giving you updates in relation to what's happening in Liverpool's game. I'll run you through the starters as well for the game. Yesterday, Aston Villa played 1-1 with Leeds United. Brentford suffered a defeat against Brighton. Brighton beating them by 2-0. Chelsea shockingly played 1-1 with Burnley. They had a red card. We'll analyze that matter here as well. Because yesterday, Kobina carefully sent me a message in my DM after the show and said, you need to give me some minutes to talk about Chelsea. I've got interest. I cannot take it away from him. I can't take it away from him. I'll do that. West Ham United played 1-1 with Bournemouth. Then there's Manchester City, who won against Newcastle in a great fashion. Combining defense, and that's the game you want to talk about. Combining defensive mechanism together with how they attack, so on the offensive as well. In La Liga, Real Madrid lost shockingly to Osasuna, who are just at the mid-side of the table. And it's interesting to know what would happen today should Barca win. It means they overtake them again, and then the race goes on and on. We'll react to the two guys in the La Liga, in La Liga as well. Then there was Bayern, who beat Eintracht Frankfurt in the German Bundesliga by 3-2. Cologne played 2-2 with Hoffenheim. Union Berlin beat Bayer Leverkusen by 1-0. Wolfsburg played against Augsburg, and Augsburg beat Wolfsburg by 3-2. Leipzig 2, Borussia Dortmund 2. I watched that game. I do not know why Leipzig allowed Borussia Dortmund to come into the game and obstruct their chemistry, because they took the lead and they were in a comfortable lead. They were swinging passes across and they seemed to know what to do. But unfortunately, football it has a lot of explanations for you as a fan always. So they got themselves in the groove and managed to bring the game on a level pegging. It ended 2-2 in the German Bundesliga. Let's move to Italy. Como beats Juventus by 2-0. And that's Cedi's game as well, because I don't understand what's happening to. They said they introduced their fourth kid. Right?
Yeah, beautiful kid.
Very beautiful.
Fantastic
Very
kid.
beautiful.
And all of a sudden, you don't have to lose with that. We'll get to talk about that. Let me not just go with that speed. Inter beating Lecce by 2-0. Cagliari 0, Lazio 0 in what's transpired yesterday. And of course, in the French Ligue, Lens played against Monaco. Monaco beat them by 3-0. Toulouse 1, Paris FC 1, and there's Paris Saint-Germain 3, Metz 0. In what had happened yesterday. Let me go through today's. So that for folks who would want to, for our friends out there who want to follow the sequence of what's happening. There's some games which are live already. Crystal Palace 0, Wolves 0. Is that Hughes? Yeah, Hughes is given a card already. It's 14 minutes.
He more than deserves.
So it's Palace 0, Wolves 0 as it stands. Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 0. 15 minutes in that game. The game has travelled 15 minutes into time. Sunderland 0, Fulham 0. Then there's Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal later at 4:30. We'll be with you for that game. So in La Liga, Getafe 0, Sevilla 0. 54 minutes into that game. But Barcelona will be playing Levante later at 3:15. Celta Vigo up against Mallorca at 5:30. Then Villarreal plays against Valencia later at 8 p.m. That's the latest from the Spanish La Liga. In the German Bundesliga, Freiburg up against Borussia Mönchengladbach at 2:30. St. Pauli versus Werder Bremen also happening at 4:30. Heidenheim up against Stuttgart will also be coming up. Genoa beat Torino by 3-0. Atalanta 0, Napoli 0. Elsewhere in Italian Serie A, AC Milan will be taking on Parma at 5 p.m. There's AS Roma versus Cremonese at 7:45 p.m. And a lot of highlights in the French Ligue 1 as well. Auxerre 0, Rennes 0, 17 minutes into the game. Agnes up against Lille. It's at 4:15. Same time, Nantes will be playing Le Havre. Nice versus Lorient at 4:15 as well. And at 7:45, it's Strasbourg up against Lyon. All coming up. Let's switch our attention and begin from the Premier League. The Premier League, I want to focus on yesterday. Come now. Let me start off with you. Chelsea Football Club are not in a bad position, you ask me.
Yeah.
When you put European football into the discussion, Chelsea are fourth with 45 points, same as United, but with goal difference, 7 plus 17 and plus 10 for United. For Chelsea, let me find out from you. Just opposing yesterday's result to where they are on the log to happenings in that football club. What do you think is the realistic target for a football club like Chelsea? I want you to answer this question when you are wrapping up after the analysis of what you saw yesterday in the game. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone.
I never allow Sedi to.
I want to be minding. I want to be minding.
I'm not going to say a thing. I'm not going to say a thing.
Perfect.
Okay, so good afternoon to everyone.
Great.
Okay, so yesterday in Chelsea's game, you could see clearly with Liam, it's now becoming a one-half team.
Liam, you mean Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea's Liam is now becoming a one-half team. There are days that Chelsea do so well in the first half. In the second half, they don't play well. They do so well. They do badly in the first half, and they do so well in the second half.
Is that bad?
It's bad. That is what happened yesterday, and even happened when they played against Leeds United. It's not a good thing because it piles a lot of pressure on the players. And now when you look at the league log right now, it's the possibility of Chelsea not qualifying for the Champions League is also high right now because there will be 5 teams that will be qualifying. And Liverpool are playing. United is there. United is here to play their game. And now Chelsea, you've played one more game than Manchester United. And it's not really good with how things are going. Going into yesterday's game.
When you talk about Europe, you're trying to break it down to me, Champions League
Champions
football.
League, yeah, Champions League football. So I'm just talking about UEFA Champions League football. So yesterday like this, Chelsea were very slow on the ball because I don't know what was really wrong. I don't know whether the holidays that they took, that some of them had to travel out of UK and they had to have fun was also one key thing in their game yesterday because the players were very slow on the ball. Very, very slow. And that was so bad from Chelsea because when a team wants to qualify for the UEFA Champions League next season and the kind of football they played yesterday was very bad. Against Leeds United, the same formation that he played against Leeds United was what he did yesterday, trying to play a double turn of Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer yesterday. But you could see clearly yesterday, he got to a point Enzo had to come to the middle to help Andres Santos and Caicedo, and leaving was an Neto and Palmer play. And that also, like, Chelsea struggled a bit, and it didn't really help their players because of how slow they were on the ball yesterday. In the first half, they had a lot of chances, especially Cole Palmer, who could have done better with most of the chances. Even in the second half, he had a chance that Gusto gave him a cut, a very good pass that he could have even buried, but he couldn't do that, and that was so bad from him. Secondly, Chelsea's indiscipline in the team is so bad that Chelsea this season have had 6 red cards, the most in like the league so far. 6 red cards, and when you go on to all competitions, they've had 8 red cards this season, and there are more games to be played, and you have 6 red cards already in the Premier League. It's not good because it's very, very bad, and I feel like some measures needs to be taken. Already, I was told Chelsea will.
But measures have been taken already.
So
there's a new coach in there.
No, so the measures that's already been taken. What's the name? They deduct some of the weekly allowance when they give you a red card. They said they'll do that with Fofana. So Fofana will get a deduction. But I feel like when he gets a deduction, there are some games he needs to sit. He needs to sit on the bench to punish him a lot because.
Do you have a perfect replacement for him? Should you put him on the bench?
Tossing to is not so good though.
so will the punishment work?
That's the point.
So that is why maybe Mamadou Sarr can just come into play with Chaloba in that instance, because it's not really looking very good. Because if you also be like there's no replacement for him, the player will feel like, or if I get a red card and I sit out for one game, the next game I'll be played. So a lot of measures need to be taken, and that was so bad because getting 6 red cards so far in the Premier League is not good as a team. And that's so bad from the team. Cole Palmer too is also becoming something else.
Does the red card matter boils down to tactics?
Yes. So I'll come to the substitutions from Liam Rosina yesterday.
Fantastic.
He did a Maresca-like thing yesterday. Because one, you're a team that you are leading 1 goal. You are a man down. Fine, I understand that bit. But he could have just put in some players. He shouldn't have substituted off Neto. And bringing on a lot of defenders. When you bring on a lot of defenders, you're rather come to put a lot of pressure on you.
But he was leading at that time.
You were leading, so get those players to just hold off of the ball. They can create some fouls. Neto will just get some balls. He can create some fouls and other things. But you substituted off these players and brought in defenders. That is going to put a lot of pressure on you. And Sanchez on the other hand, who is also a goalkeeper that is supposed to just give short passes to the players. Yeah. When he gets a goal kick, he plays boom to the player who is over there, and the player you miss what?
No, you have to give him. You have to
pay copyright.
Bim bam boom.
Yeah.
Like that.
And the shocking thing was that the player that was there was Liam Delap, and Liam Delap is a waste. Oh no, he's not playing well. Oh, that's the truth. He's not playing well.
Honestly speaking, he's one of the finest strikers.
He's one of the what?
Thank you, coach.
In Chelsea.
Thank you, coach.
Chelsea said that he's good for them. You should continue playing.
That's what I'm saying.
He's very good for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yesterday you saw the last shot he played.
The last shot was so bad.
It went over
the stadium,
and the ball landed outside of the stadium. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So I was asking myself, Liam Delap, look, he's been a massive. He scored only 2 goals.
2 goals.
In midweek, was it last week when he gave 3 assists
FA Cup
against a
Hull City.
Hull City. Come and see the English press. 3 assists. Hat-trick of assists. I said, look at these people. England, if they are looking for a striker to win, assuming Hurricane is not there.
There's one guy in
Oli Watkins is.
No,
he's also on and off now.
No, but I'll take half-fit Oli Watkins over
Ivan
fit Delap.
Ivan Toney's gotten a lot of goals. He's still young. Don't write it off.
No,
that league.
Fair point.
A lot of one. I understand he's half fit, so there are some of the games he's not playing. So a lot of one. I understand he's half fit, so there are some of the games he's not playing so well.
Yeah, you need to.
But yesterday, when he was substituted off, he was bored.
He wants to come home.
He was bored. He was bored. And one thing I didn't understand from him was that
home, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Manchester United.
He told them that is my home. So let him come home. Finish.
He was bored. Let him come home. Because
my very good friend,
Yeah, Michael Potter.
formerly of Bolton Wanderers,
Yeah.
he's aware of what I'm saying. Palmer is on record to have said
He's a
he
Manchester United.
supports
Yeah.
Manchester
He's a
United.
Manchester United fan.
And he wants to be
Yeah.
among the players that will bring back the glory days to United. So just let him go. Don't force him to play where he doesn't want to play.
Get it.
Sit down with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Barada and
Yeah,
Wilcox
yeah.
and let's give some 50, 60, 70
Oh,
million
no.
maximum.
Oh, no.
and let
Coach,
him go.
I'll speak on behalf of the Chelsea fans. Cole Palmer, minimum 100 million.
No.
If
The
we are
guys-
buying Isaac, what we purchased him for, then Cole Palmer, minimum 100.
You see, when
Then
the
we
player
start
says,
talking.
let me go.
Sometimes they don't even care about the price.
It logically beats down the price.
Yes, that's true.
But if the player also has a very lengthy contract, it balances it out a bit.
Oh no, but the
You
player
think
is.
they will sign that contract without putting the contract that Erling Haaland has signed with Man City. There's a clause in there
Yes,
that will allow the player to trigger something.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So once
That's
the
how-
player is talking
that's
like
how
that,
these details
before you
are-
know,
are
in the
done.
clause with Palmer has told Chelsea, when United come calling,
I'll
can
go.
only sell me
Yeah.
at this price.
That's
There
true.
you go. And he's leaked that to the people at United.
All right, it's a heads up actually.
Cole
You have
was
to-
released at City. Was he released at City as a youngster?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Man
yeah,
City,
yeah,
yes.
Man City.
He's a Manchester boy, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Manchester boy.
Yeah, I mean, City must be thinking about why they released him now, looking at how he's,
Yeah. How
you
he's
know, how he's
excelled.
developed and excelled at the highest level, you know, and they've lost out on a lot of money.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
City prize themselves on their youth setup, you know.
Yes.
Developing youth, although you don't see that too many getting into the side. You know, this is one that got away.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm sure at some point he'll return to the city. Not to the city, not necessarily
not
to
to
Manchester
Manchester City, but he will go to Manchester.
City of Manchester.
Yeah, but possibly, you know,
And that's Manchester United.
possibly, yeah, you can see that, yeah.
Great. Come now, I want you to learn because I have to go around and all that. This is I like how everybody is touching your kick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just nice.
So I just feel like Chelsea needs to do better because it's not good at all.
Okay.
And because there are some games that you expect them to do well, they are not doing well. And when you look at the stats, Chelsea have dropped off 19 points this season from winning positions.
True.
And out of the 19 points, they've dropped off 17 at home. And it's not good. And if you even check the 17 games that they drop off, there are games that you expect Chelsea to do well. And if you want to qualify for the Champions League, there are some games you need to win. And that's not what they are doing. And so bad. And if care is not taking that 95-96 season that they drop off 20 points at home, they'll get there because there are more games to be played at home. Yes, there are more games to be played at home. And the number of red cards that they've had in the Premier League this season is the same number of home wins they've had. 6 red cards, 6 home wins so far in the Premier League for Chelsea. It's not looking good.
1:1.
Oh, it's not looking good because looking at how things are going, there are some things picking up. The likes of Manchester United,
Yeah.
Liverpool, if they are even to win. So it's just piles a lot of pressure on you that if you don't do so well, the Champions League, you might not be able to qualify.
Realistic targets European football for Chelsea.
Yeah, they have to do well. I'm not sure if they even qualify for Europa, the board will be happy. They have to qualify for the UEFA Champions League. It is compulsory. They have to qualify for the UEFA Champions League, whether they like it or not. If they don't do that, it piles a lot of pressure on Rosina himself and the players.
Europa means fifth, placing fifth on the log.
No, I feel like sit
now
Sit,
because
yes.
From the way
because
the
of
English teams
yeah,
are going,
performance-wise
they'll
and all of
have
that.
5 slots
Yes.
in the
In the
Champions
Champions
League.
League, okay.
So sit.
Okay.
But I mean, yesterday's game, a 1-1 draw at home to Burnley, without being disrespectful to Burnley.
And you can come a little closer to the mic.
Yeah, you know, without being disrespectful to Burnley, you know, Chelsea in 4th place, you know, pushing for a 3rd place, you've got to be taking 3 points from a game like that. And Burnley have really been struggling. Scott Parker's under a lot of pressure there. It's looking as though they're more or less already relegated.
Yeah.
And they, you know, they would be delighted with that point yesterday. But I mean, Chelsea, if they're serious contenders, they're the sort of games, bottom of the league at home, without being too disrespectful, you've got to take 3 points from that. And, you know, sometimes lack of discipline plays a big part in this, going down to 10 men after how many minutes?
It was like 60-something minutes.
Yeah,
in the
I
game.
mean, a third of the game left to go and you lose a player. You know, it should have been a 3-pointer yesterday.
the red card came in the 72nd minute.
It's self-destruction, isn't it? You know, going down to 10 men and You know, today they could have had 47 points. You know, instead of having 45 points, makes a big difference. But yeah, so you got to win games like that at home if you're serious to qualify for European Champions League. You know,
when a club is in that position and loses to a team that's in a relegation phase, I mean, as a former player of this beautiful game in this space, what runs through the minds of the players? For example, trying to pick something in their energy into the next game. What goes through your mind?
you see, the problem is sometimes as a player when you're in a team that's relatively successful, playing against a team that's bottom of the league or struggling. Sometimes there's a little bit of overconfidence going into the game, thinking that all we have to do is turn up on Saturday and apply ourselves and we'll take 3 points. But in reality, that doesn't always happen. Teams at the bottom of the league come out fighting, scrapping, making it very difficult, becoming quite physical, trying to spoil the pattern of play, disruptive. You know, they're taught to be disruptive, wasting time, the black arts, whatever you want to call it. You know, when teams like that go away, they're happy with a point.
Okay.
You know, and you know whether Burnley can get out of this mess they're in at the moment remains to be seen, but it's looking unlikely. With the 38 games, there's only 12 games left now. But you know, teams can become overconfident, then all of a sudden the underdogs, we've seen it so many times with underdogs in games, they really play out of their skins, make it difficult, and then when Chelsea lost their player after 70 minutes or whatever, that would give Burnley then more impetus to maybe try and sneak a win, get something out of the game. But it's the way the home team applies themselves, and there's no easy games in the Premier League now. No easy games in the Championship. I mean, look what happened to Real Madrid yesterday. At the top level, there's always going to be surprises. You can't always say, oh, you know, we're the favourites now, we're going to win this. It's not the case. And various factors can determine the outcome. You know, and that's what happened to Chelsea yesterday. They didn't do the job. They didn't take the 3 points. They'll be bitterly disappointed with that. And now all of a sudden they can be overtaken today by Liverpool if they win, and if Man United get a win at Everton tomorrow, then Chelsea can find themselves in 6th place.
That's worrying.
You know,
That's worrying.
you know, from 4th place. So, you know, how crucial that game. If they'd have won, they'd have been, you know, on the tails of Aston Villa. But because they didn't win now, you know, Man United, I've been quite impressed with them, to be honest, since Carrick's come on board. And they seem to be gaining in confidence. They're playing more as a team, you know, and I'm quite excited for Manchester United now. It was more of the same under the previous regimes. But for some reason, Carrick seems to have got something out of the players, you know, and you know, they're going to be putting pressure on Chelsea.
Well, this is 97.3 City FM, the Republic of Football. You can join a discussion on 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996 on our WhatsApp console. Let us have your thoughts and let's know what you think in relation to yesterday's game against yesterday's matches for Chelsea. For example, if you're Chelsea, if I want to hear from you. Before I come to Coach Nimley, let me come to you, Sedi. I see your movement, your mannerisms and all of that. We'll come to that game. I know your concentration is on the Palace Wolves game.
Yeah.
Or is it Liverpool? The yesterdays are for the Liverpool.
Oh, both.
Okay, fair point.
Both.
Manchester City.
Yeah.
Had a win against Newcastle United yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw togetherness in that City play yesterday. I saw the zeal to want to fight to protect something yesterday. I've seen what had happened in 2012 in this Premier League. I've seen what has happened in 2014 with this league. Clubs that are sitting third have the edge to stay focused.
You mean second?
I mean second
and third. Okay, yeah.
you know, come in and obstruct the whole scheme and then win this league. And City can go 10 games unbeaten, you ask me, and I'm not even mincing words. That's yesterday's win and performance against Newcastle United paint any other picture because it looks like it.
Well, a lot must be said about yesterday, especially with how City got the win and the personnel that got the goals for them, and some of the personnel that got the assist for them and became playmakers. And I'm also very thankful that you've spared me of the blushes of talking about Chelsea because
I saw a message here which made me feel I should just skip that because the guys.
they gave me something there.
Yeah. The guy Riley stated that, and I read it. Said he's here for the Arsenal game. Agenda man, he will intentionally start by cooking Chelsea. He said it, the agenda man.
So
you have the ball.
How did?
No, you have the guys are good. The guys are learning all the time. To predict you.
No. But then let me go on with the question you asked.
No, fair. I mean, wherever you want to touch.
Oh, no. I'll go on with the question you asked. But
no, it's not because they said that. Maybe you might have something that.
No, because I don't get why Chelsea fans are throwing their arms out in anger. Listen.
Why?
How many red cards under Liam Delap in this EPL has Chelsea gotten?
Under Liam Rosinier, you mean?
Liam Rosinier, sorry, not Delap, the Liam brothers. Liam Rosinier. Under him. Chelsea are unbeaten.
One is a coach, one is a player. They are not related. Don't mind.
One is they are unbeaten in the scheme of things. Looking at where they came from to now being unbeaten, they are still unbeaten. But I get where they are coming from. They demand so much of whoever is in charge of the club because they act like people who were born with double 2x golden spoons in their mouth because they come from a position where they feel they should always be winning.
You have to break it down a little.
In the past, a little over 20 years, they've won the most trophies as
that's Chelsea.
Good. So from that point, they demand a lot more from whoever is in charge.
True.
So if Liam Rosinier in the EPL is still unbeaten and gets this kind of slack from the Chelsea fans that he's getting us now because of yesterday's game, then it shows that they demand more than other clubs. But then again, how many red cards has he gotten under him? It just goes to show that there are some innate behaviors of this Chelsea squad that needs to be, they need to maybe pray it out. Oh yeah,
it's gotten to the prayer level now.
Kwabna mentions a very exciting point. But me, I want to dig deep into that statistic.
More light.
Kwabna says they have lost the most points from winning position, especially at home. Look at the kind of games they have lost those points in. Burnley, Leeds United, Sunderland. All of them have come at the depth.
Yeah.
Last minute.
They have all come at the depth.
That's true.
So they tend to lose their heads at the depth. Their concentration goes away at the depth. And those coming at Cole Palmer, look, Cole Palmer has brought him enough credit for himself to have a couple of bad games. Yesterday, the entirety of the game, his first touch was off. Cole Palmer's first touch in that entirety, he played his whole game time.
Number of minutes he played.
Oh, his first touch was off.
Cole Palmer of all people.
Exactly. So if your most creative player is having an off day and you've been able to get a goal, what do? You protect it because you were just running around not knowing exactly what.
He explains the decision in subs, right?
Look, for the substitution, we'll get. I'm about to get there.
Okay.
Now you get a red card. Was the red card pivotal in Chelsea losing? Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It changed.
Why do you say?
Listen, Chelsea were literally floating through the game at that point in time. They just wanted the game to get over with. They were not looking to create anything.
You mean after 72 minutes?
Trust
Chelsea
me, even after getting the goal, they went off.
4 minutes. Chelsea got a goal in the fourth minute.
Very early.
So if you say after the goal, Chelsea went
They
off.
they were literally not doing any other thing. It's either Cole Palmer is having a dreadful first touch in the box after calling for the ball. You, Cole Palmer, you are calling for the ball, but you are having, they are about to pass the ball to you. Then you go on to have a dreadful first touch that takes the ball off you. You were in a glorious position.
What's wrong with these boys?
At this point in time, they need to bring back.
Aside the prayer issue,
No, they need to bring back the guys who were brought from the rugby circle to help with their psychology. No, seriously, because I don't get it. Now, for Liam Rosenior's substitutions, Chelsea fans should enjoy it. Number one,
why do you say so?
against Arsenal, when he went ultra attacking, minus that, counter attacking goal, they would have said that it worked out for them. They would have said that Liam Rosenior's tactics that day of going ultra offensive, even the press in England were sort of giving him credit for going ultra offensive against Arsenal. Now, yesterday, there is a different situation, flips the coin, and then everybody is going for him. No.
Don't you just think it's difficult to play clubs who've gotten nothing to lose? They know, look, we are going to enjoy championship football. Let's just have a party against these big boys.
Yeah. I'll quote a friend. He says the two most difficult clubs to play at this time of the league.
Wolves and Burnley.
No, they are the teams collectively. The teams going in, having that relegation battle, and then Man City. These two teams are the most dangerous teams to play at this time of the season, and Burnley falls into one.
Yeah.
Let's even talk about how Chelsea conceded that goal from the corner kick. How many defenders did Chelsea have on the pitch at that time? Let's count them. They had Sarr. There was Tosin. There's Chaloba.
That's 3.
There was Jose Champo.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Then there was Gusto
Hato.
was still there. Hato was there. So you have how many players left on the pitch, and we've counted 6 defenders, and you still could not defend a corner. You left it zonal marking, creating all sorts of things. Whatever it is they were doing in that corner situation, they should blame themselves for that singular situation and the red card. I don't think there was anything wrong in what they had yesterday. It was an off day, it was an off game, and they should hope they get better.
It's 42 minutes in the game, between Forest and Liverpool. It's still 0-0. Forest have a corner now, and they have been creating decent chances so far, and this is just not one of them. Palace also playing a goalless draw against Wolves, and that's the happening as it stands.
Wolves has a penalty.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's about to be a goal.
Yeah.
He's the one going to play.
Yeah. Coach,
I don't trust him at all.
Coach, he will score. He will
I
score.
don't trust this guy.
He will score.
Okay, so
The way
guys,
he's standing.
so we live for moments like this.
4.
Hey! Coach
Namely-
said it.
namely mentioned.
I told you I don't trust
You can see lack confidence there.
Yeah.
this player.
It was a pass back, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, it
poor,
was a pass.
Very
Was
poor
it?
penalty. Wolves needed that. You see, when you're at the bottom of the league, you've got to take your chances.
Yeah.
You've got to take your chances, and Wolves failed to do that. And sometimes you ask yourselves, why are these teams down there at the bottom? Well, look at the penalty again. It's a pass back.
Oh,
Terrible,
Very bad.
terrible,
Tulu.
terrible, poor penalty.
Yeah.
Tulu, don't do that. But
There was
He
no
scuffed
power.
it. He even scuffed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He scuffed it. He didn't hit it clean.
No,
There was no confidence.
There was
there.
no confidence.
You even said, looking at him before, he said, "I don't like the look." He said, "I don't like the look of him."
yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
He said it. He said it. And look at his eyes. So guys, it's Tulu Arokodari who misses the. He got an
He'll be
opportunity.
disappointed.
Super bad.
Missing a penalty.
A Nigerian, if you should miss this at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, you will go home.
Oh, he'll go.
The
he'll
security
go,
would
he'll go.
have to
Escort you home.
escort you.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll go.
You
he'll
need
go.
an escort. home.
Or you'd have to leave the ground in the kit basket, and be put onto the coach in the back of the coach until they drive 500 meters away, and then they let you out again.
That's it.
And then you get back in. It happened to me once. I had to lie flat on a coach. I had an incident. I had to lie flat on a coach, not sit on my chair because the away fans were after me.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not nice, but
I get it. Well, Sunderland 0, Fulham 0 in the other game as well. Later we'll be Spurs up against Arsenal. We're talking about that. It's just 44 minutes into 2. This is your show, The Republic of Football, on 97.3. We're live on TV, on Channel 1 TV as well. So if you are in tune, leave your messages on 0539 986 996. 0539 986 996. Let's have your thoughts on our WhatsApp line. So we'll be reading the messages for you. Guys are already dropping bits and pieces on the in our YouTube comments box, and I've been reading a few here on the show. I want to
just quick word on the United game. Look,
United?
Sorry, City.
Okay.
It's all Manchester.
Fair point.
Fair point. Thank you.
Now,
coming from Manchester myself, I don't think the various fans in Manchester would agree with that. It's all Manchester. No.
I know, coach.
No,
coach,
it's either
I agree with
it's either blue or red.
Yeah. Don't mind, sir. It's just
my bad. My bad.
Great. Thank you for taking your words.
So, with Manchester City, all credit to Pep Guardiola with how he yesterday used O'Reilly. Look, tactically, he did something that in a long while, the last person I actually saw do it efficiently, constantly, consistently in the EPL was Klopp. He does the overload whilst everything else is going on the other side, and he did that in this game. And he did that in the game against Newcastle. Newcastle had no answers to what Pep threw at them, and he was able to get the goal using his decoy twice. All the assists came from the right hand side because he was playing a right hand side overload anytime he was in possession. So that got him the goal he needed. He intentionally took out the most difficult, stubborn defender for Newcastle, paired him up with this very tough, annoying striker, and they both had a very nice UFC game or UFC match during the game, and they cancelled each other out. But that's quartet for him on the right hand side to free up O'Reilly and also give more room to the likes of Mamouche, who also stretched their play on the other side. Was genius for him, from him. It just shows that for me, I feel Pep still has more to give to the game of football.
That's super nice.
Just quickly, quickly on the City game. Quickly. Just that yesterday, as you said, Haaland, but I feel like Haaland was my man of the match yesterday. How he was able to defend yesterday, how he was able to defend yesterday was brilliant. And when he gets to the set pieces, how he's able to challenge most of the balls when he had Damben in it was very good yesterday. And yesterday he got to a point in the second half, City was struggling, but they had to pull through. They had to defend very well. Donnarumma did a last minute save yesterday from Harvey Barnes when he had a shot, and he had to save the ball. So yesterday the whole City team played. They didn't play so well, but they did the most important thing in football by getting the 3 points, and also they had to defend very well. And O'Reilly, as Sedi said, was also very brilliant from Pep yesterday, the way he was able to use him in the game. So yesterday it was a very good game from City and how they've been able to win. When you want to win the Premier League, there are some games you need to just push through and win, and that's what they did yesterday.
Great.
Not like drawing Wolves.
It's fair. Coach, let me come to you now. I see you've paid a lot of attention to the Liverpool game. The Liverpool manager has said a lot. You don't have to play some champion football to make the fans fall in love with you and get the result. He is all over the space after winning a league in the important league in the world. You watched the first 45. What do you really? What's your take of the first 45?
They've been very, very poor. I've watched the game, and Forest themselves have dominated, but again, the lack of quality in the final attacking third of Forest is the reason why they are not actually leading the game.
Okay.
Liverpool has done nothing going forward.
But the forward lines is an area where they invested.
They've given the ball away. If you look at Salah, if you look at Ekitike, I mean, all of them, they all want to touch the ball 2, 3, 4, 5 times before passing the ball. And the Forest team are tackling. That's shocking to me because they played on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
They even went to Turkey.
They went to Turkey. They traveled and then came back. Maybe Liverpool are to some extent conserving some energy and allowing them to bend. Okay. Because they know that over 90 minutes they may not have
the energy to play
the jet lag and the fact that they played just 2 days ago, and Liverpool have their last game was virtually last weekend, so they may have enough more energy in the time to burn. Maybe that is the reason why I will give them the benefit of the doubt. But on the face of what we saw, tactically, possession wise, intention wise, I mean everything. Forest were by far the better team. The only thing that was just lacking was
finishing.
they not being able to break the virginity of the game. That's all. But they should have done that. And having said that, I think 45 minutes in football is a long, long way to go.
Yeah.
So Liverpool, I mean, they should also acknowledge the importance of this game. If they win this game,
Yeah.
I think they go fourth.
Oh,
Man United would
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they will.
drop to sixth.
They've got 43 points.
So if they win, they go to 45.
Yeah.
They go
46.
46.
No, they'll go to 45. They had 42 before this game.
No,
Yeah.
so they are drawing now. So
So
they are
yeah.
43. So they have 2
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So 45. So, and that will put them where?
On fifth.
On
No, they'll stay
Or-
where they
or
are.
they'll
No,
stay
they
where
stay
they
where
are.
they are.
They'll stay where they
Goal
are.
Because of the
difference,
goals.
plus 6.
plus
Yeah.
Plus 6. United plus 10 and Chelsea
Okay.
plus 17.
So
Manchester
they
United,
they will need to win this.
Yeah.
And I've not seen that intention from them at all. The man is joking, but there's Champions
Slots?
League. Yeah, I think he's joking because if your team is struggling for consistency all season, having won the league in a very resounding manner,
and spent close
having
to 500
spent the
million
amount of
pounds.
money they've spent, clearly this cannot be the output. It has to be better than this. It has to be far, far, far better than this.
What's
and I've
wrong?
not seen that.
You blame it to tactics?
Yeah,
coach?
I think he himself has been a bit stubborn with the way he's gone about his business. You see,
I know where stubborn landed.
I've never
the
understood
guy at
why.
Manchester United, though.
I've never understood why Robertson in particular has struggled to get into this team. I don't think Kerkes has added anything defensively better, attacking wise better. I don't think so. And his insistent of trying to play his best player out of position, Soboslai, I think it's worrying. That how can you do that? If the one who has shown that throughout the season, whenever he's in the middle,
he's the best.
He's the best. You always required him to adjust, and by adjusting him, you tend to adjust the fluidity of the team, and it's not been positive. You understand? It's not been good enough. So that is stubbornness. Has he got the players to keep Soboslai in midfield? Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Okay? There are players who should be playing at right back, or it's a sort of system change, because you need to put your best player where he can impact and influence the game better or for you. Because the more Soboslai sees the ball in the midfield, in the final attacking third, I mean, the better the end result. So why would you risk that as a manager? So I don't get him. So they're struggling. Part of it has been the lack of consistent form on the part of some key players. Salah has not been his best this season. Virgil van Dijk, the least said about him, the better. Konate, the least said about him, the better. So Liverpool as a block, even Gravenberch, that player who was so much of a revelation last season, put in the role that most of us had issues with, but went into that role, dominated the role, and they ended up winning the league. This time around, he's been found out, and he's just not being himself. Look at this. You see, these are the sort of chances
A long ball in
a
finds,
good team should be scoring.
And this was very early in the game.
How did he miss this?
finds Callum Hudson-Odoi, who started to be one of the guys who will be finishing for the Black Stars. You know,
I
the
mean,
keeper's
he should-
pressing. So I say if you should be going to the left-hand side of the goalkeeper.
He should be putting that away. He should be putting that away. So these are the things I'm talking about. So Liverpool by far very, very lucky to have the game at 0-0. Okay? But having said that, I think Forest themselves will have to play better in the final attacking third. You see, when you dominate like that, the final pass must be there to create the difference between you and your opponent. That I didn't see from them. A quick one on the Chelsea game yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched that game. Look, truth be told, I think it has to do with the mindset of the Chelsea players. As if they knew at all costs, come what may, by the end of the day, they'll beat Burnley. Especially after that very early goal.
Yeah.
They just told themselves, oh, these guys, whatever the case, will beat them. Whatever the case, will beat them. Whatever the case. You could see them missing and then just not finishing the game. Okay? There were several opportunities that they should have gotten that. It was just a matter. Once they get the second goal, they will get the third one and it will be what? A complete drought. But for as long as it stayed at 1-0, Burnley themselves knew they had a chance. And the red card completely just took the game from Chelsea and then gave the game to Burnley. And truth be told, Burnley should have won it after the red card.
Okay.
They should have, after that first headed goal, there was a second one.
The second one, yeah.
All the guy needed to do was to hit the target. Again, free header. And Sedi highlighted the fact that at the time of conceding that headed goal from that corner kick, Chelsea had a lot more better headers of the ball on the pitch.
He counted,
Lack
he
of
counted about
responsibility.
Six of those guys.
See, people were handing over the job to others.
Okay.
There was no leadership at the back.
Okay.
A proper leader at the back would have given everybody a responsibility.
Yeah.
So there was no way that Burnley player who scored that goal would be heading that ball
Fleming.
the manner in which he did. It was a free, solid header. Nobody challenged him. So all he needed to do was to take the ball away from the goalkeeper and make sure he's on target into the back of the net, and they won it.
That's one
So, look, I don't know, but they've got some difficult games to play. They go to Arsenal next in the league,
Yeah, Chelsea.
and that is another difficult game. They've got Man United to play.
I'll help you with that.
They've got. I'm not sure they are done with Man City. They are not.
No, they've not played Man City.
They've got Man City to play. So you should, like Michael rightly said, they should be beating Burnley.
Yeah, there should be.
They should be beating Burnley
So
without being.
They also have to play Aston Villa
They has to play
at Villa Park.
At Villa. So you see, these are the teams that you are competing with. When you meet those out of the competition bracket,
Yeah.
deal with them.
100%.
Deal with them
I
because they are the guarantee points that will help you undo those you are competing with.
True.
But if you cannot do that, who do you expect to go and get the point
Yeah.
of your competitor?
No.
It's going to be an extremely difficult journey. And don't forget, once the Champions League resumes with them,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they'll be playing 3 games in 7 days.
7 days.
And this Chelsea team have shown, because of the way they keep changing the team,
Yeah.
there's lack of consistency in the playing body. I don't know of a team that would end up changing the. No, you don't do that as a coach. You don't do that. If you want to establish a proper winning mentality, a
Yeah.
chemistry that everybody can enjoy,
You
get
keep-
a core
Yeah.
and get the rest to
core,
learn from
that's
the
it.
core. Okay? Once the core is there, whoever is brought into the core will fit in.
Fit in.
But if you keep changing the core of the team, whoever is brought in there will be so much unaware of himself.
Yeah.
Let's try and see whether it work out. Let's try and see whether it work out. If it's about trying, then then nobody needs to be on the pitch. So I was very, very disappointed
Yeah.
that they couldn't win it.
Great.
I expected them to win. On the part of Man City, look,
Yeah.
for both Man City and Arsenal, there is a simple message coming from the two teams. They both got their destiny in their hands. As it stands, it's advantage Man City,
Okay.
because I'm expecting Arsenal and Man City to win all their games. So the game between the two of them are the
Arsenal has gotten Chelsea next. Yes.
Let's say Arsenal win every game. Man City wins every game. When the two teams plays at the Etihad, Man City win, their champions.
Yeah.
Arsenal avoid any form of defeat, they are champions.
Yeah.
So you could see that in the performance of the Man City team yesterday.
Okay.
It cannot be a sort of extraordinary, dominant performance. It's about the 3 points. Make sure it stays at 2 points difference. You need to keep that gap until they come to the Etihad, until Arsenal arrive at the Etihad. So Arsenal themselves in the next few minutes will be playing Spurs.
Yeah.
They need to restore that 5 points gap so that Man City having a game on them, when they win, the 2 point will be there. So if Arsenal cannot respond today, then clearly they would have handed over the advantage to Man City. But they are going to a very dangerous ground. We are used to seeing Arsenal beat Spurs regularly.
Yeah.
If you look at where Spurs themselves are and the fact that they've brought in the new manager,
Yeah.
there's likely to be that manager bound.
True.
And if Arsenal
And
are
he's got a
unlucky,
special record, the manager.
exactly. If Arsenal are unlucky not to get a result today, I think they would have handed the title over to Man City. I have predicted that Arsenal will win the league.
100%.
I expect them to go there under difficult situations. That is where you have to show your championship credentials. What I saw of them in midweek against Wolverhampton cannot be repeated. Because if you look at the manner in which the moment the first goal for Wolverhampton went in, you could see everybody was a bit jittery. There was no controller. This is where a Thomas Partey would have calmed the nerves of everybody.
made it
you give it
his
to
game,
me. I'm
yeah.
your boss.
Yeah.
Don't push it. I dictate where it goes next.
100%.
Give it to me. You receive. Give it to
And
me.
allow players
And
run in
everybody
between.
will
Yeah,
calm
in
down,
behind.
and then he take charge. Zubimendi is not a Rodri. He's not a Thomas Partey.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
No,
He's
I
a
agree.
very,
I agree.
very good player.
I agree, but the
But
level,
in
there are
terms
levels.
of controlling the intensity of game and trying to switch the tempo to favor your team, he's not good at that.
Yeah,
Against Wolverhampton, that should have been the time where he should have done that.
yeah.
Rather, they were looking up to Declan Rice. He's not a controller. He's a chaotic sort of box-to-box midfielder. Declan Rice is at his very best when the game is very chaotic.
True.
But at this moment, you need to have the player who can respect the lead if you are in the lead.
Yeah.
The likes of Michael Essien doing his say, the Claude Makalele and co.
Yeah.
They will just calm
Makelele,
everybody.
awesome
Andre
footballer.
Pello, Javi,
Awesome
Busquets.
footballers. Awesome
Slow it down.
footballers.
Let's
Awesome.
pass it around.
Awesome
And then take it to them.
Mm.
That is the sort of player that I believe Arsenal are missing. And if care is not taken, they will pay the price. And Mikel Arteta himself should look at himself and say, look, Charlie, he needs to show a bit more faith in some of the other players. Like the boy called, is it Skelly? That boy is a
Lewis.
good player. Okay, he's a good player. He's one of their very good technical players. In difficult games, you need more technicians,
Yeah.
for they are the one to unlock.
They are the proper thinkers of
Yes,
the game.
they are capable of unlocking where there seems to be no way. So look, there's a lot to play for, but for Chelsea, they have to be very, very careful, or else they may miss out on Champions League football.
This is the Republic of Football on 97.3 City FM and on Channel 1 TV. We are live on your screens. On YouTube, we are City Sports GHA. You can follow us on X as well. You follow the link in there and join the show. You know, the last week I saw over 4K guys, you know, on X observing the show. That's sweet to know. Let me read a message. This one says it's tuning in Kaswa Nathan. All right, that's awesome. Leave your messages on 0539 986 996 0549 986 996 0539 986 996 0549 986 996 0549 986 996. I guess we'll go for a quick break. Let me run you through the players who are playing for Liverpool. It's halftime. We'll be getting back into the game shortly, but I want us to go for a quick break and come. But before we do that, the guys who started for Liverpool, before we observe any other changes, Alisson, who is imposed as the goalkeeper, Szoboszlai plays on the right-hand side of defense, Konate, Van Dijk, and Milos Kekets at the left-hand side. In the double pivot, we have Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. Then in front of them, we have Cody Gakpo, Curtis Jones, Mo Salah, and Hugo Ekitike. And for Forest, Stefan Ortega is in post. Ola now on the right, Milankovic together with Murillo. In the middle of defense, Nico Williams, there's Ibrahim Sangare, and Elliot Anderson as a double pivot. Omari Hutchinson, a player said he loves. Morgan Gibbs-White sits in between Omari Hutchinson and Callum Hudson-Odoi, touted to play for the Black Stars, and Igor Jesus up front for Forest. The second half just started. We'll be coming back after this break. We'll tell you more. This is 97.3 City FM. WATCHALONG TV, channel 1 TV. On X, of course, you can find a link and follow us. You can also follow us on YouTube at City Sports GHA. Leave your comments in there. Join us with your thoughts on 0539986996 or 0549986996. Let's walk through the games, shall we? It started, so we're having the second half on. We'll take time to look at the Liverpool situation more statistically. This what's the happenings are. On XG is some Forest who've gotten 0.94 to Liverpool's 0.2. Can you believe it? What it means is that Liverpool they've not hit a shot on target, and they've had one shot which is off target. It's crazy because that's the area they've invested a lot in, the front lines. And it's not good, telling the Liverpool story in that manner. Forest have hit 2 shots on target out of the 5 total shots they've had. Then in terms of ball possession, it's 55% for Forest, 45% for Liverpool. That's the overall numbers for the club. And the second half just started. It's 52 minutes into. I mean, not just started, but it's 52 minutes into play. So it's early days here to talk about reactions in that game. Let's focus on the Liverpool game for a minute, guys, and know what the happenings are in that game. Palace 0, Wolves 0 still. Sunderland 0, Fulham 0. The concentration now on the Liverpool game. I mean, Potter, it's hurting to spend a lot in the offensive and not, find goals in that area, or become super difficult. Trying to. What's happening if you are? I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, you should be worried.
Yeah, I think they just had a great chance. Liverpool, by the way, it was cleared off the line. Should have really scored that goal. They should be 1-0 up. But yeah, coming back to Liverpool as a football club, after a tremendous season last year, it was seamless. Klopp left, the new manager came in, and it just seemed to flow into the following season. All the success. And of course, they did exceptionally well, winning the league, Premier League champions, applauding the new manager. But this year, for some reason, it seems to have all gone a little bit wrong. They offloaded some of their players. 1 or 2 of them were key players. Yeah. I think there was 1 or 2 personality issues with the club. Yeah. They brought in and spent a lot of money on the new players, and what you've got to take into account is as well, some members of that squad are getting a bit older. Once you get into your 30s, your legs don't often.
Robertson
they're not as your legs aren't as quick, and the problem is if you leave too many of the older players. Look at this opportunity here now.
That's crazy.
You've got to. Oh yeah,
that's a brilliant save.
Yeah, brilliant save. So it's a number of things. Players coming in, not really making it happen. Big signings coming in, getting injured, not being able to contribute. And all of a sudden questions are being asked about the manager. Yeah. People say he's a bit arrogant, or he's a bit stubborn. Well, you have to be. You have to be? Well, in a certain extent, you have to be. Okay. Because remember, you're managing all these egos. Yeah. All these egos. And I always remember Alex Ferguson saying, no player is bigger than the club. And I think sometimes you have to come down on people. There was that spat with Mo Salah that I don't think did the club any good. Prior to the African Cup of Nations, it was all the dirty washing was out in public. Hanging up on the washing line. That wasn't good. And all these little things add to discontent in the camp. And the confidence, the flow has not been there this season. If you look at their last 6-7 games, they've not really been consistent. The season before it was win, 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 drawn, drawn, win, win, and now all of a sudden they're losing games that they should be winning. Anfield is no longer the fortress that it used to be this season.
True.
There's teams gone there and surprised Liverpool with results, and they find themselves currently, in 6th position, and they're 15 points clear, 15 points behind Arsenal at the moment, and there's only 11 games left.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to win the Premier League now. Probably nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Mathematically, it's not impossible, but potentially it is.
Yeah.
And you've got to ask yourself the question, all that money spent. Even today, looking at the game, Nottingham Forest had the best in the first half. Liverpool not really creating, but they come out second half and they've got more of the possession now, and they're looking a little bit more threatening. There's another chance here. They're away from home, and Nottingham Forest just changed the manager.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche, was he given a fair run of the ball?
Oh, do you think?
Well,
he was given-
I mean, he wasn't there that long. The king is dead. Long live the king. And they just seem to change managers. Just like I don't know how many games was he in charge. Dyche 10 games, less than that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sacked again.
Yeah.
You bring someone else in. Forest need a win today.
They do.
They're just out of the relegation zone, 3 or 4 points clear of the relegation zone, but they need a win today. And looking at these two teams, it's looking difficult to
It's a boring
see where
for
the
you
goal is
already.
coming from. It's a bit boring game. Hudson-Odoi had that great opportunity, didn't he, first half? A bit of composure, chipping the ball instead of shooting low.
Yeah.
Is he playing for Ghana? Is he coming into the Ghana World Cup?
He's not. Yeah.
I heard talk about
Would you
it.
want to see? Yeah.
I heard talk about it.
Yeah,
recruiting him late into the.
Yeah,
So
but,
it's not
but your
happening.
performance, we'll have to wait for the coach to bring his final list out.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple of friendlies to play, and it will be up to the coach to do his invitation. So we're just waiting for that list, then we can react. But of course, he's in that scope, or to be given an opportunity. But what he's doing today makes it difficult, isn't it?
Well, it's always a difficult one because remember the players in the existing squad have been the players who have performed, and to leave one of them out at the expense of a new recruit who's not really shown much interest in playing for Ghana and you've qualified for the World Cup now, could be a bitter pill to swallow for a player who's left out.
True.
But saying that, you do need cover, in certainly people who can score goals. But Semenyo's done exceptionally well. Delighted for him. His move to Man City has been fantastic.
Yeah,
He's going to do his career
guy,
and hopefully his Ghana international
better
status.
manager, absolutely.
He become a better player, a better manager. I always say if you play with better players, if you play with good players around you, you individually become a better player as well.
100%.
And clearly that's going to happen to him now. He's done exceptionally well. But this game here, it's an hour's gone. There's nothing happening. It looks as though it's got a 0-0 on it. But you watch, somebody will score in the dying seconds and win it. You watch.
Let's wait and see what happens in that. But
Liverpool, all of a sudden people are saying, is it time for Klopp to come back? Jurgen Klopp.
Is it?
Is he going to make a comeback?
Is it? Do you see that?
Well, there's talk about it. He's had a sabbatical now.
Madrid also is in the picture, but he's asked the club, should he decide to want to come, he would want sending players out.
Well, this is it, yeah. This is it. When a new manager comes in, a fresh broom sweeps clean.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a total clear out. All the coaches will go, half the team will go.
Yeah.
And that's what happens, that's life.
Okay.
So when you see, the manager's sacked, it's not just him. It's the other 10, 12 people behind him that go as well.
True.
Yeah, and also half the players. Because the manager will bring in his own regime and his own players.
True. But what would you call it? Progression or retrogression? Should they bring Klopp back into the picture?
Well, I always say never go back. Never go back. If you've had success, sometimes, it's never a good thing to go back. But, Klopp has got a lot of... Klopp has got a lot of ties with Liverpool, a lot of time for the club.
Yeah.
He was highly respected. I know all the fans love him. They'd probably at some point like to see him come back. Whether that happens, I don't know. But it's, you know, when players do go back. I mean, David Moyes has gone back to Everton as an example. And if you remember, he was there for years before Alex Ferguson called him, and that was a disaster. Do you remember when he went to United?
Yeah,
He'd spent all that time doing particularly well at Everton, you know, finishing reasonably well with a limited budget.
Yeah, I think
he did
the
a good
ego
job.
was just a little too much for him to control.
Yeah,
At United.
at United, a massive job. It's not just managing players; it's the whole club and everything that goes with it. And you've got to be a certain quality to be able to do that of a manager. So his return to Everton seems to be going okay, but are they threatening anything? Are they producing anything? You know, my brother's a big Everton fan, so I've got to be careful what I say here. But it's all about budget. They've got a brand new stadium. It's cost them millions and millions. Same thing happened to Arsenal when they moved to the Emirates.
Yeah.
Do you remember they were all complaining about Arsene Wenger not putting his money in his pockets to buy players, yet they were purchasing this multi-million pound stadium.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't spend. You can't have a brand new stadium and spend massively in the transfer market.
True.
It's one thing or the other.
Yeah.
So you get your ground and then you build up again, then you build up the coffers and then start to spend on players. So it's all about income and expenditure.
Yeah.
You know, running a football club,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of stuff to consider. So Klopp back to Liverpool, possibly, but it's not going to be the same as it was in his first. I don't think it'll be the same.
That's true.
Yeah, so we'll put a question mark on that one.
Okay, I think I do messages on YouTube. This is from Martin Donu Komla. He says Ruben Diaz should be benched for AK-45 any day. Who is AK-45?
The Uzbekistan defender.
AK-45.
Yeah.
Kushinov.
Yeah, Kushinov.
Ah, Kushinov.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I understand him. Yesterday, Diaz had a yellow card in the first half, so he was substituted off for Kushinov. In the second half for Kushinov to come in. And Kushinov had a very good game yesterday against Newcastle. He had to defend very well, so maybe I understand him.
Okay.
Kushinov has actually not had a bad game for City.
Yes.
Well, that's also in the mix. I love that Pep is playing Mamouche, Semenyo alongside Haaland and Ryan and Foden on the bench. That's according to Sweet Kwame. Robert Mancini 9884 says, namely, you wish he's giving Abontia boys to coach for us to see what he can do. He's talking about, Abontia boys, my people.
Yeah, he sent us.
Yeah.
What, they've given him a job offer?
No, they've not. He said he wishes that he's given the job. Dwarfs, Cape Coast to be serious, Dwarfs. Coach is giving that job, and then they'll see what he does with the club.
Yeah. Is he available?
No, he's concentrating on he's concentrating in the classroom now. He's
already in a job. He's already coaching.
Yeah, he puts that on hold. He just decided to do codes, try to bring the young ones up.
Youth development. Wonderful.
That's what he concentrates on.
Good, great.
So a club like Dwarves, I mean, he's teaching chemistry somewhere. He's not going to leave the chemistry, go move from the classroom. Yesterday, Rodri was insane. If he's fully fit, it will be fire. Martin Art. Okay. Gapo for eFootball Surf. The ball pass in reality. The boys have started misbehaving. 0549986996 0539986996. Still 0-0. Hudson Odoi is subbed. Hutchinson as well. Ndoye and Barca comes in for Nottingham Forest. Is there 66 minutes in that game? A Crystal Palace Wolves game. I feel Palace should capitalize on this. Wolves already have been red carded, so they have a player
And a
advantage.
Dreadful penalty miss as well.
And Palace should capitalize, isn't it, Sadi?
Well, they should, but will they? That's where the question lies. In the past week, the fans and the coach Glasner have been having an interesting in public battle, going at each other, and Glasner telling them to be very appreciative of where he took the club from and where they are currently. The fans are not.
I saw that, you know.
Yeah, but then again, look. In some way, I try to understand Glasner. In another version of me, I don't get him.
Where don't you get him first?
Where I don't get him is you want players to replace the ones that are being sold. If
And a bad tackle again.
now
I'm
it's,
sure he can get red.
it's possible to
Red.
equate
Oh,
it.
yellow. He's lucky. He's lucky with the yellow.
he's
That
lucky,
was a
yeah, he's
nasty
lucky.
tackle.
Yeah.
Was that the guy who took the penalty as well? It's not his day, is it?
No, he's like
Yeah,
that's
see,
him. That's him.
that's him.
That's him.
Yeah, it's not
Total-
his day.
that's him.
He missed the penalty and he splattered. That was a bad tackle.
Yeah. Went in with that bad tackle, but he's lucky, like
Yeah.
Potter indicated.
He's still down.
Yeah, I think he's still regretting the opportunity.
Oh, he's had a
know.
terrible day at the office. Yeah.
That's just crazy for him.
He's a
I feel
Nigerian
for
boy.
him. Yeah, he's a
Nigerian.
Nigerian. Yeah.
Is he playing internationally for Nigeria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
good,
does.
Yeah.
He was there.
I mean, I'm sure he's a great player. you
Even
know.
their playoffs.
The AFCON, he was there as well.
Yeah, he was there at the AFCON.
But he didn't get a lot of playing
No,
time.
no.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And opportunities like this present itself for you to prove, why you deserve that shit.
taking a penalty,
penalty.
in the Premier League in
Mhm.
front of a multi-million audience and missing it. On the other hand, if you score it, you make a name for yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's history then, isn't it?
That's
It's there. You've scored the goal.
Mm.
If you miss it, no one even talks about it anymore. you know?
No.
Yeah, that's the difference between
Mm.
winning and losing, success and losing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine margins.
Yeah,
But it was a poor penalty. It's like he scuffed the ball and it was like a pass back. The goalie said,
Yeah.
"Thank you very much."
Yeah, thank you. You just decided to go off today. Thank you. I'll take that. So it's Sunderland 0, Fulham 2. Yeah.
Wow.
At the Stadium
At the
of
Stadium
Light.
of Light?
Yes, please. Jimenez.
Okay.
Jimenez scoring
Arsenal fans listening to this.
a brace.
After Liverpool going there to win there, that's made
No,
me-
but Arsenal fans, are they hearing this?
Oh no, we are saying that.
That Fulham.
No,
Oh, no,
City
it's
also
64
no,
minutes,
stop
though.
it. City also, no, City also went there and also played a draw.
You remember that game they played there?
They played 2-2.
That was a game they missed more chances than they scored.
And Sunderland also played City also at the Stadium of Light, and they also played a 0-0 draw. So this is it.
No,
So they both had 1 point at the other ground.
But I'm really shocked at this result because
very shocked.
their midfield maestro is back.
Yeah.
Xhaka is
Xhaka.
back.
Yeah.
So he's the one who made Sunderland tick this season. He made eyeballs come onto Sunderland that
He's
they
done
would.
well. He's done well
Yeah.
there.
Yes,
and,
yes,
and you saw his post on TikTok. Yeah.
fully active.
But I mean, he's back, but he's not
Yeah.
playing, guys. Let's take note. He didn't start the game, so in that 4-1 formation, he's not part of the confirmed lineup.
That's why I always have a problem with some coaches because for me, once a player is fit enough to sit on the bench, he's fit enough to play. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's a very good player when he
I feel,
plays.
I feel, because you warm up into play. Competitive game is super different from say playing for the under 21s or playing in a Premier League.
Yeah.
Actually. So when the player is coming from injury, I don't know what your thought is.
Bernard. Yeah, it's a good point, but football has evolved,
Okay.
and now it's no longer a team of 11. It's not.
Okay.
It's a team of 17. How many substitutions is it? 6 now, is it?
Yes.
During
Yeah,
the game?
six now.
So it's a team of 17. When I played, and it was quite a while ago, we just had one substitute. Can you imagine? One substitute, just one.
Wow.
Yeah, one. So just think of all the players left
So
out.
the substitute.
Just think of all the players left out on the fringe.
Now 9.
Huh?
9 players now on the bench.
But you're only allowed to use 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
making
so-
17.
So what I'm saying is the game has developed and extended now. We've got 17 players. So just because you see the starting lineup of 11, people say, "Oh,
Okay.
that looks a good side," or "That doesn't look strong." But they forget that there's another 9 to choose from on the
Yeah,
bench, of which 6 may or may not appear.
True.
So it's what you've got on the bench as well as what you've got on the pitch, and also the game has extended from 90 minutes plus 2 or 3 minutes extra time. It appears now to be 90 minutes plus 10 minutes of added time is the average at the end.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you've got a game lasting with half time, extra time as well there. You can be playing 105 minutes,
Yeah.
whereas historically you didn't, because of all these substitutions mainly, all these changes and these goalkeepers going down with this new rule now,
Yeah.
stopping the game,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you've got 17 players and you've got a game that lasts up to 105 minutes. So the whole thing has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
And evolved. So and this is what coaches have got to do now. They've got to coach for 105 minutes and they've got to coach 17 players instead of 11.
Yeah.
So the game has changed and it's all very tactical now. But I think it's improved the game.
Okay.
But yeah, it's no longer just 11. Yeah, and that was a good move. I always remember playing in my game, and you had 11 players and 1 sub, and there was 4 or 5 players on the fringe of being in the first team who didn't even travel. They were just left out. Nothing for them to do.
And it's not their fault.
But now it's all changed, which is good. It's good for the game. It gets more players involved, and I've still got queries with the offline thing.
Okay.
This offline rule, when it's offside, and about 10 seconds later he waves his flag. I don't
Yeah.
agree with that one. I don't agree with the goalie going down. Nothing wrong with him tactically. Delaying the game for a minute or two, and they all go off for a breakout, speaking to the coach, drinking water. I don't believe in that one.
Okay.
If the goalie gets injured, fine, but let him go off for 30 seconds. Like the player. And let a player go into the goal while he's off.
Wow. So
It's a bit radical, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the game goes on and on and on with all these stoppages. What do you think about that one then? If a goalie gets injured, let him go off for 30 seconds like the player does, and let the player substitute for him.
And when the
Wh-
goalie goes off, will the game continue for 30 seconds, or we still have to wait for him?
Yeah, the goalie should go off, and then you throw the player the gloves till he comes back on. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow!
Absolutely.
I'm surprised.
Or substitute the player with the goalie for the sub goalie who's on the bench.
For him to play for 30 seconds.
But do you understand the point I'm trying to make here? The
You
goalies,
want to
they
eliminate.
go down for nothing. There's nothing wrong with them. How many times have we seen it?
Yeah.
They make it up. Oh, my leg, and he's down for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And the whole game's been destroyed. The flow of the game.
But they agree, but that's why the
It's
officiating
radical.
official-
It's
that's
radical.
Why, I find a fair point. But that's why the officiating official,
Yeah,
has the power
yeah.
to control with
But they don't do it.
issuance of cards.
They don't do it. And the other thing is that the shirt tugging. The shirt tugging at corners and at set pieces in the box. That has just not been controlled properly, has it?
Yeah.
It's not. They've tried to do it, but it's never been controlled.
You love how Arsenal's set pieces defending in the box.
Yeah.
Because you talk about the shirts.
Yeah.
Blocking.
But it's arms around them. It becomes rugby, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It becomes rugby for those few seconds that the set play or the how can that be accepted? Whereas in a field of play, normally, if you touch somebody in the penalty area, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
If your foot's within an inch and they go over, it's a penalty. Yet all these set plays, you can do it what you want. You can wrestle with them, UFC. You can punch. You can do all sorts of stuff, can't you? And nobody bothers. Nobody says anything.
You don't agree?
I don't agree with. No, I think it should be stopped. Yeah. Do you think it's right? All the shirt pulling and the tugging.
Now clubs are hiring set piece coaches
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
to try and improve that area.
yeah.
And
What,
as
of
far-
shirt tugging and pulling?
I don't agree to that. I
Yeah.
feel it's a little like you.
It's contentious, isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
you know, like you
Yeah.
really.
I'd be interested to know what your listeners think about that
Yeah,
rule.
yeah, they'll be reacting to that.
You know, let's have some reaction. Do you agree? Do you agree with all the shirt pulling and the tugging in the box by both sets of players during a free kick or a corner? Is it right or is it wrong? Yeah, let's get the viewers' view on that.
Yeah, we'll have that. So guys, there you have it. Let's know. The Arsenal situation. No, hold on a bit. Let me send this message across first. So, we'd love to know your thoughts on you know, the pushing, the shoving, and all of that in the penalty area when there's a set piece or a dead ball situation and all of that. Let us have your thought, whether you agree or you do not agree, on 0549 986 996 0549 986 996 on our YouTube space at City Sports GHA. Join the conversation and leave your message, you know, in the live chats or live message box. I'll be picking the messages and reading them. Are you okay with how set pieces are defended now in the game? You know, especially when boys to be flown into the penalty area and the pushing and shoving and all of that. Are you pleased with that? What's your take on that? Let us know. But I look at Slot. I don't see hope.
He's confused.
I don't know.
No, the substitution did.
You have a complaint.
Oh yeah, the substitution did.
Did you see Mo Salah's face when he came off then?
Yeah.
Can you read body language? He was substituted then. He came off, and he sat on the bench with the players, smiling, laughing, grimacing.
Yes.
In other words, yeah. In other words, you know, why have you brought me off? Here we go again. You know, you don't have to speak, do you, to see that?
No, you don't have to speak.
And you can see there's still some animosity. McAllister's gone down badly hurt. But yeah, and then you look at Slot's face then, don't you?
Yeah.
Like,
there's no hope. Like, drops. Face drop.
Yeah.
But
so
I kind of...
There's something not quite right there between them two still. You can gauge it. It wouldn't surprise me if Salah left at the end of the season.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I understand why Salah made that facial expression. He doesn't want to show like he's very bored or very angry. Then maybe the press or the media will be like, Salah reacted badly when he was leaving the pitch, but I could see clearly that
he's not happy.
Yes,
and he's not, even though he was smiling.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a sarcastic smile.
Sarcastic one.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't understand is you substituted off your best player.
Yeah, you're literally your best player on the pitch.
On the pitch.
Player who is moving
Salah.
and progressing the ball into final thirds for you. Gakpo has been piss poor. Ekitike is dropping deep to do whatever it is.
Terrible clash of heads. Certainly the Wolves players in a lot of agony, lot of pain, and the Crystal Palace players not moved. I think they're calling for agony, lot of pain, and the Crystal Palace players not moved. I think they're calling for a stretcher. So something's happened. I didn't quite see it, but I think it was a clash of heads. So let's hope both players are okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the messages. As a proud Chelsea fan or supporter, I must say the team's recent performance felt like a page out of Arsene Wenger's old playbook. Lots of flair, but lacking that finishing touch and toughness when it matters most. It's time for the boys to step up and show maturity on the pitch. If we keep playing casually like we did yesterday, we can't expect to win trophies. We need focus, discipline, and that true winning mentality. Up the Blues. Samuel Wellington Asante from Konongo Koforidia here. This is from Adam. Okay, he's Paul from Bitterly. Right, that's the name. Great. No, that's not Adam. That's Sedi. That's Sedi. Don't get too emotional. Football is for entertainment, and all these funny and surprise substitutions apart. Take a chill pill, chill. He says.
Hold
chill
on. You
pill.
see,
I think it should be a
as
chill
I'm
pill.
about to take the pill I'm talking about, he wants look at the substitution he does. He now brings on Gomez for Jones, like basic things. Like now you are bringing
No,
on
Lily, come.
look.
Coach, please come.
Coach, he has
I want you
taken
to react
off
to that.
Salah.
I want you to react to that. Yeah.
The imbalance in the thinking of the man is shocking.
Yeah.
For a manager who's won the league, you cannot be, doing this. They may go on and win. But look, everything that he's done there is full of so many errors. But at the end of the day, you need to give your team the platform for them to express themselves.
True.
Now, you want to win the game. You don't bring in Gomez, a player whose attacking ability is substandard. He's defensively, he's good. Okay? So why don't start him and let him defend?
Okay.
And put a proper attacker there and let him go and what? Do the damage.
Okay.
I spoke about Robertson earlier.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Robertson has lost his position to Kekes.
Yeah, he's on the bench. He's on the bench.
Kekes is not better than Robertson.
Maybe he wants to justify why he brought Kekes.
Exactly, that's what he's doing because he paid the money. He sanctioned the move as the manager. So he's doing everything practically possible to ensure that Kekes becomes ahead. But he needs time. He's a young lad. Robertson is vastly experienced. He's been part of all the wonderful story that Liverpool has told in the last 10 years.
True.
You don't just pack him out like that. I spoke about Salah not having a good game in the first half, didn't I? I did.
Yeah.
But it is not about Salah. It's about, since he changed him, what has changed? Nothing has changed. It's not about him. It's about the foundation not being properly laid to allow
The players
the
flourish.
influential players to have an impact on the game. And that thing, look, as for Slot, Alonso is waiting. The hierarchy of Liverpool, they have to decide on him. They will delay, and if they don't take care, to cost them Champions League football.
Another message reads, Paul again sends this in and he says, the entire Liverpool team is not working, man. It's only Szoboszlai who has earned the Liverpool shirt this season. The rest are championship players now.
I strongly disagree. Look, what Salah has done for Liverpool Football Club, he deserves the jersey. Look, Sangari.
Sangari, as an African, you should be scoring that with a little bit of power and all of that.
That was a
That's
very
a good
bad-
chance.
Chance for Forest then, wasn't it?
Yeah, good chance.
Alisson Becker should have done better.
I tell you what, Liverpool's defence used to be so strong.
Yeah, Liverpool's
But
defense
now
was super
when
strong.
you look at it,
And that's the area he highlights.
Yeah,
he puts Robertson on bench. You sell that guy to Madrid. What's his name?
Trent?
Trent, yeah.
But now,
To Madrid.
It was all personality conflict, you know. That's where if you don't get on with Slot, you're out. It's as simple as that. You know, if you don't get on with him on a personal basis, it seems as though he sidelines you. You know,
Yes, that's
and he holds grudges.
Yeah.
You know, Salah, the relationship with
the Salah
Salah,
situation.
it's still ongoing now. That is, you can tell.
Yeah.
So if for one reason or another you offend or upset Slot, might not necessarily just be playing. It could be something, you know, in the coaching ground, or something that you say, or something that you tweet. You know, and he gets all of a sudden you're sort of,
I agree.
you know, put at arm's length.
Yeah.
You know, for a while,
Yeah.
and you can't manage a team like that. You've got to sit people down and tell them what you expect, not sort of discipline them from arm's length without talking to them, you know. And I think, you know, all is not well in the camp at Liverpool at the moment. I'm looking at the defence today, and Liverpool always over the years and years have had a solid defence.
Yeah.
But this looks very shaky. It looks very shaky now.
Well, there's 3 minutes plus, you know, added maybe 5 or 6 to wrap it up.
Now there's
Both
more
games-
pressure.
both
There's
ga-
no pressure.
Both games are boring 0-0 draws.
Yeah.
Now
aren't
there's
they?
more pressure on Liverpool now because
Yeah.
now they
Yeah,
have to
come
do
on.
their best to defend, and it's not going so well for
And
them.
they've not progressed today. They're in the
look
same
at
spot.
Chiesa. Look, the ball is
Oh,
coming
look at
from the
that.
opposite direction. Would you look at the ball and stop?
There's a
What?
chance.
Did you see him pulling his shirt then? Oh, honestly, this is my point.
Yeah.
This is my point.
Yeah, you said it earlier. You know,
It's gone too far now. If you want to
the
watch,
pushing and shoving.
yeah, just watch the rugby union internationals that are on this weekend. You know, if you like that sort of game, just watch the rugby union internationals.
Oh.
It's not football, that, for me. I know football's a physical game,
Yeah.
but shirt tugging and pulling and grappling, it's not. That's not football for me.
Well, Nimli also is not a fan of that. That's which us now, do in the box, trying to block people's view and all of that and all of that.
Spoiling the game for me.
You see, this season, we talk about Liverpool, Arsenal having a lot of goals from set pieces. But if you want to see clean set pieces, watch Internazionale or Inter Milan. They've scored almost 30% of their goals this season from set pieces. How do they do it? Clean. None of this semi-rugby,
Is it?
NFL,
That's good. Yeah.
NFL kind of things. Let DiMarco cross
Just a
that ball.
chance.
What a save!
It's back in the
Goal.
net. It's back in the net.
Yeah.
Billy Joe McAllister. Yeah. Billy Joe McAllister. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew nothing about it.
Knew nothing about it.
That's painful, isn't it?
Billy
is.
Joe.
It is. It is. Liverpool are up now. I think the Forest manager is not just happy. It's Liverpool 1, Forest 0.
I'll blame Sangari for this. It's when the initial cross came.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Not this one. There was a ball that came to him.
Mm-hmm.
He should have cleared the ball. He attempted controlling the ball. Ola Aina. You don't control the ball.
In the
there.
box, that's the 6-yard
One
area,
keeper
is it?
save the ball. Clear. You don't chest the
don't
ball.
do that. Don't do that.
And then
Don't do that because you are
I
even
think
not
it hits it down,
looking.
though.
It hits
I think it hits
McAllister's
the
hand.
arm. Watch.
McAllister's
Watch,
arm.
yes,
You say
let's watch this again. First header.
that's a beautiful
Yeah.
save. You
Let's
actually.
look at it. I
No,
think
no.
that's a handball.
No, it goes.
No.
No, that's his
But
back.
then again, the
No.
argument
No.
He didn't use it to extend.
No.
But once it goes
Once
off the
it goes
arm
off the
into
arm
ball,
into the goal,
into
that
the
should
goal,
be ruled out.
Do you know his nickname? Do you know his nickname?
Okay, they're checking
Watch
it.
it.
They're checking it. They're
It
checking
cannot be
it.
allowed. It hit the hand. It's a
Crystal
handball.
Palace are also
Yeah.
leading 1-0.
McAllister's.
Oh, Palace.
Wisan, who
Wisan.
was sold by Aston Villa.
Yeah.
That's a handball. You
But it
can clearly
doesn't
see it's a
matter.
handball.
Yeah, it's disallowed.
It's a handball.
It's a handball. It hits the hand.
It's a
Clearly
handball.
against the arm.
It's a handball.
Yeah, McAllister's nickname with the Argentinian team
Yeah, it's a handball.
Yeah.
is Jengbra. It means ginger. He has ginger hair.
Okay.
They call him Jengbra.
It hits the
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a handball. It's a handball.
It hits the arm. Why are they looking at it? It hits the arm. You can clearly see the movement of the arm.
It was the hand of God.
Coach actually even saw it on the fence.
Yeah, on the
The
fence.
hand of God.
I saw it immediately. I looked at it again. Is that
Goal disallowed. Goal disallowed.
Goal disallowed.
no, it's disallowed.
Hold on. Let's.
Maradona would have been.
Goal disallowed.
Maradona would have been
Goal
proud of
disallowed.
that.
It's disallowed. Because look, it would have been so cruel.
Yeah, yeah. So painful,
Goal disallowed.
isn't it?
It cannot. They should score a
Gender.
better goal. They should not coach. Slot cannot be coaching in this manner and then win the game like this.
But I feel like we need to talk about Ekitike. He could have done better with the header.
Palace have scored.
Yes.
Yeah. Palace just.
I feel like Ekitike could have done better with the header because that was a clear-cut header that no
Yes, I know.
player was even attacking him.
What a time.
So I just feel like that was a ball that Ekitike should have done better because if he had scored that ball, all this incident of the handball and anything wouldn't have happened.
No,
So
but he
it was-
headed the ball, didn't he?
Oh,
I
but
think it's
no.
a brilliant save from the goalkeeper.
I also feel like there was
You know.
there wasn't much power also in the ball.
What's the Slot's problem at this point in time? What is he crying about? Does he not agree that when the ball goes off your arm into the goalpost, whether it's
They'll give him
intentional?
they'll give him the rules to read again. So don't worry.
No, but
Shouldn't do that.
Let's run through. We stay on the Premier. Southampton. Did I say Southampton? Nottingham Forest. Thank you, bro. Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 0. Sunderland.
You want Southampton back, so.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you want
maybe.
something back.
But they are also not proving they want to be back.
I tell you, I watched the championship
They won't.
and asked myself a lot of questions. Sunderland 1, Fulham 3. We'll be charging into that Spurs Arsenal game later. Start 4:30, and in La Liga it's Sevilla 1, Getafe 0. Game ended. Barcelona 2, Levante 0.
Okay, so
Celta Vigo will be playing Mallorca at 5:30. Villarreal up against Valencia will happen at 8 p.m. And Freiburg leading Borussia Mönchengladbach by a goal to 0. St. Pauli will be taking on Werder Bremen later at 4:30 as well. And Heidenheim up against Stuttgart will also be happening at 6:30. In Italian Serie A, Genoa 3, Torino 0. Atalanta 2, Napoli 1.
It's with that result for me. I dare again say that one penalty derailed the entire season of Napoli. That penalty kick that Kevin De Bruyne went to take and got a hamstring injury from taking a static penalty, and I think that derailed the entire season. Coupled with other players not really stepping up to the plate, you can't request so much of McTominay. He has still been the McTominay that he's been for the club since he joined them. But Rasmus Højlund has also fizzled out in that team, and there's a lot that needs to go on for them. They are currently off the pace. They don't look to contest for the Serie A this season, and they would give it another go next season. But for Atlanta, it's a very nice way of getting into the mix of getting back into the European competition. So they need this win more than Napoli. Napoli will now start to look at the people in their rear view rather than trying to advance, because the people behind them, the likes of the Juventus, the likes of, even at this point in time, Atalanta to some extent, and Roma, they will need to start considering these guys and are welcoming them into the top 4 battle and conversation.
AC Milan will be taking on Parma later at 5 p.m. as well. AS Roma, he speaks of, will be playing Cremonese later at 7:45. We are live on Channel 1 TV and on YouTube at City Sports, GHA. We are live on your radio, 97.3 City FM. So that's the latest from the Yorkshire. Are losing Rent, are beating them by 3-0. And Angers will play Leo later. Nantes up against Le Havre. Nice versus Lorient will be happening. Strasbourg, Lyon also at 7:45. We'll go on another break at 4 p.m. So 6 minutes into that, and we're here with you throughout. Whatever that's been happening. It's 6 minutes added on for the Liverpool game as Forest and Liverpool. 6 minutes added. There's a throw in 5. Okay, 5.
I'm sure the delay from the.
I got 6 from somewhere.
I'm sure the delay from the VAR and other things that's why they're still playing the game.
So 5 minutes, they've done 6.
Yeah, there's a chance.
What was Eketike? There should be a goal now.
Very bad defending from Forest, but a good goal from McAllister.
The game should be over. Look, he's going absolutely mad. Yeah, they played 1 minute over added time.
Oh no!
Look at the Notts Forest manager. He's going absolutely mad, and he's got a right. He's got a right. He's just in the job. They got a point.
Victor
and 96 minutes and 5 seconds with 5 minutes of added time. How can you justify that?
No, but
as an official or what? As a referee?
Michael Potter, I kind of agree with the referee because when the ball went to
but it's offside.
Offside.
We'll get to
Offside.
Because the ball goes in.
Offside.
They should allow the tape roll. Then they get involved. So once they got involved, it nullifies anything.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be offside.
It's offside.
Van Dijk and Eketike were offside prior to the kick being taken by Soboslai.
Yeah, because Eketike
Lord,
looked like he wanted to be part of the ball. Yeah, it's offside.
So the Notts Forest manager can have a chill pill. He can have a chill pill.
Abi, I was making a point. I just feel like
There's nothing worse than that, though, is there? There's nothing worse than
I tell you.
For me, the reason why I feel like
Yeah,
the game used to went to
Should
the
be
30
over.
minute. The 30 minutes was because when they went to the VAR to check the other handball, it took a bit of time, like about 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay.
So I felt like that was why the referee felt like, oh, okay, we've made 5 minutes,
Yeah.
we've played 5 minutes, but at least maybe they should play 1 minute or 2
Yeah, look
minutes
at the Notts Forest
just-
manager now.
to just
He's calm.
He's got a
buy off
reprieve.
the other time that they just took. So I just feel like that was the right decision that the referee took.
I at this point in time, me
Fair
with
play.
these kind of things, I have a contrarian view. Look, if the referee,
It's a goal.
no, come on, this should
That's a
not
goal.
stand. This should not stand.
How can that stand? He was clearly offside when the free kick was taken.
I don't get
That's
this.
unbelievable.
And they got involved with play.
What?
How
Onside.
can you tell me?
So they're
this
saying
story?
Ekitike didn't get
Man,
involved.
look at the hand. Look at the hand of is that Ekitike? Look at his hand.
No,
Or
this
Van
is-
Dijk.
this is even
This
Van
Van Dijk.
That's Van Dijk.
No,
But
but
Ekitike also got in.
no, but do you know one thing they did it so wrong? Ekitike was also involved, but I feel like Ekitike didn't get so involved. He just had to leave there for Van Dijk to get the header. So that was why the goal should stand. But I feel like this is unfair to Forest. This is just unfair to Forest.
They just need to keep their heads here before they lose by a bigger margin.
But I feel like Forest should have done better. The defending was also bad because when the header from Van Dijk came in, the defenders were just ball watching, and they just allowed McAllister get the ball to play that to just get the ball into the net. That was a very bad defending from Forest. They could have done better. They should have reacted better. The likes of Nico Williams should have reacted better in that instance, and it wasn't so good from them. Liverpool have had a very good 3 points. It's over, and they've had a very good 3 points, and now they have the same points with Chelsea and Manchester United, who is here to play, and that is going to make the Champions League race very, very nice because that's a game Liverpool didn't play so well. Liverpool shouldn't even get a full 3 points. This is very unfair to Forest because Forest should have at least had 1 point in this game. But in football, when you get your chances and you don't get it, you don't utilize it. Someone gets it, just 1 or 2, and you just utilize it. And that's a very big 3 point for Liverpool because this is a 3 point that I'm very sure is going to really help them do a lot this season. And now getting 45 points so far in the season, now having the same point with Chelsea, having the same point with Manchester United, it makes the Champions League race so nice.
Look, see, Kwabena mentions 3 teams in that race. If we're going,
Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United.
perfect. If we're going to look at things realistically, based on form,
For Villa,
no,
allow him.
don't add Villa to this equation
Allow
because we know Villa would definitely not last in that particular position. They are dropping. Villa will get to their reality check very soon. Now, Manchester United have how many games to play till the end of the season? Less than 15 games.
Yeah.
Their entire season,
Yeah.
less than 15 games.
Yeah.
Chelsea have got more games. Liverpool have got more games.
True.
And interestingly enough, these 2 teams are the ones who are proving and showing from certain characteristics that they are making us see with our own eyes that there's some bit of unseriousness in them.
yeah, that's true.
This particular Liverpool win, a 3 points is 3 points.
Yeah.
But then again, it takes us back to the conversation that got us here for Liverpool. Liverpool have not been convincing this season. Majority of their wins this season, they have had to scrape for it at the last minute, going off that tangent that there was they were now the Fergie time boys. They were now scoring the added on time goals. They were now getting those last minute odd goals to be the decider between themselves and both teams. It happened on the first day of the EPL. The very first game that kicked
against
off
Bournemouth.
this EPL season
That's
was
true.
that game against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
When Antoine Semenyo was running route through their midfield as if they did not exist. They still apparently, at this point in time of the season, do not seem to have a midfield. Look at the way Sangari was running route in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for Liverpool, they would need to do better. You can't go. I mean, I don't want to even talk about how much they went to spend in their window because everybody spends. That's how we've come to understand it. For a team like Palace to go and buy a striker who has scored 1 goal all season till January for 50 million, then everybody can spend. oh, that means everybody can spend. So I don't want to talk about the amount, but to bring in players and then, some players who have done things for the club in the past, need they are the sort of players who are they've already been imbibed into the culture of the club. You, the new coach, cannot come and change the culture of the club. You can only come and add up to it.
That's true.
Coaches who have tried to come into clubs and change the culture of the club, we know how it has ended for them. One typical example is Ruben Amorim. We know how that one ended. So you need to rather add up to the culture. If adding up to the culture, you are all of a sudden having friction with senior figures in the dressing room, then there's a problem with you as a coach. And that is for Liverpool to deal with.
But
for Chelsea, they are also proving comparatively to Manchester United that they are also not really ready for what is happening. They have departments in their clubs that decide the kind of players that play their game and who sits on the bench and how many minutes is allotted every player.
But how are you ending on?
No. I'm talking about 3 teams here. So I've spoken about
Liverpool is the one playing.
No. I mentioned 3 clubs. I mentioned Man U. I mentioned City. Did I say City? I mentioned Chelsea. And then I mentioned Liverpool. I've spoken about Liverpool. I'm now getting quickly into the Chelsea matter. Fofana, the red card issue, enjoy extended time. Like, guys, Liam Rosinia is singing Rosie. It's working. He's still unbeaten in the EPL.
Agenda.
How is this agenda? Has Rosina lost a game in the EPL?
Let me get to YouTube.
Has Rosina lost a game in the EPL?
Read your comments. Read your comments.
So Manchester United have a better advantage of these 3 teams to make a claim for the top 4 position, not who qualifies to the Champions League. Top 4 position. Manchester United, they just like Arsenal, is theirs to lose. I've not said anything again.
0539 986 996. We'll go through the Spurs 11. The list is out. Hold on a second. Come on. Today, what's happening? Take your time, small. Come on, take your time. Take your time, small. Sadie, please, Abotale, why? JKX sisters. Officials favoring Liverpool. These are the words of Sweet Squammy. Liverpool want a smash and grab goal. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's fair. Let's go for a short break. We'll come back. We'll go into the confirmed starting lineup for both teams, and we'll be enjoying ourselves more on the show. Go for a quick commercial break and back in studios to talk more.